What's up, everybody? Back for another beer review, and today I will be reviewing a collaboration beer, this time between the Oskar Blues Brewery out of Longmont, Colorado, and Cigar City Brewing out of Tampa, Florida, and this is their Bamburana. So they're calling this an Imperial Stout aged in whiskey and brandy barrels with figs, dates, and Amburana wood spirals. Comes in at 12.2% alcohol by volume, 65 IBUs. At the time of review, this can is right around 2 months old. So, man, I've been hearing a lot of good things about this beer. When I first heard about it, I was like, I hope it hits a distro, and I hope I can get in the Western New York area. I've seen a lot of untapped friends checking this one in over the last month and a half. My buddy Earth, my buddy Sadiq, DJ over at DJ's BrewTube, good friend of mine, fellow beer tuber. He actually has reviewed this one. And yeah, everyone's going nuts about it. So I can't wait to get into it. Now, a lot of people, have already had this one, relatively fresh. So this is 2 months old. Most of my friends have drank this, probably at this point in time, around a month ago. But yeah, I think I paid $4.50 a can for this. But it's 12.2%. It's double barrel aged with all those ingredients. It should be delicious. Anyway, let's get in a glass here. Yeah, that's pouring out like motor oil. Beautiful. So I don't know too much about Amburana wood. I'd imagine it's, some kind of tree or something that, they're specifically getting it. Maybe imparts some crazy flavors. Who knows? But anyway, yeah, that pours out. Basically, pitch black, about a finger of a straight up dark brown head. Very creamy looking. Looks beautiful in the glass. It really does. Now, this has been out of my fridge for over an hour. So definitely cellar temp. It's about 63, 64 down here today. That smells fucking crazy good. That smells crazy good. Oh my God, it smells so delicious. Oh my God, so the brandy for me is really coming through strong. Picking up a lot of oak, a lot of vanilla, a lot of brandy. Then underneath that, tons of dark fruit. They add figs in here. What did they say? Figs and what else? Figs and dates, definitely figs, dates, all the dark fruits you ever wanted. Definitely in here. Sweeter dark chocolate. Getting a spiciness, I don't know if that's coming from the wood, but almost like a allspice cinnamon thing going on. Man. There's also like a slight nuttiness in here too. Oh man, it smells super rich and decadent. If you've ever had a double barrel aged Imperial Stout, just the full on pretty much spirit you're getting in this one, but then underneath it, there's layer upon layer of complexity from the chocolate to the spices to the dark fruits, vanilla, oak, the whole nine. It smells sweet, but it's a bit reserved from the barrel aging, in my opinion. There's also like a char from the barrel too. Oh, Jesus Christ, that smells so good. I see why people were going nuts about it. Anyway, let's get into this one because I don't want to smell it anymore. I want to taste it. Cheers, everybody. Holy fuck. Look, listen. Forget the rest of this review. If you see this on your if you see this on your shelves, if you're watching this review, this just showed up in the Western New York area. I'm gonna probably post this review 3 or 4 days after I actually do it. It should still be available in the Western New York area. If it's available in your area, I think Sadiq said these are still just hanging out on the shelf for like $15 a 4-pack. Run to the store. Be safe about it, but go to the store as quick as possible and grab a bunch of cans of this. 12.2%, not in this glass. Not in this glass, Train. I don't even fuck you, Train. You're not gonna ruin this review. This is fantastic. First off, 12.2% drinks like 10 or less. I am getting a weird, weird in the best way possible, like a weird cinnamon, allspice, almost like false spice thing going on in here. But there's so many layers of complexity to this one, it just kind of boggles the mind. Dark chocolate, vanilla, oak, dates, figs, a sweet cherry, a nuttiness. There's even a little bit of toasted coconut I'm getting from the barrel. The brandy and bourbon are super bright, in your face, but still reserved enough to not be too boozy or too, as a lot of people like to say, hot. Body on this at 12.2%. It's fine for me. It's like low side of full body, like medium full. Yeah, it actually makes it a little bit more drinkable. I think this was a big chewy Imperial Stout. I wouldn't say it would detract, but I think I like it where it is right now. The mouthfeel soft, smooth, slightly creamy, but there is some carbonation there. I can't believe how easy it is to drink at 12.2%. And there's so much complexity, all sweetness up front as it passes through the palate. A little bit of oak tannin, a little bit of that cinnamon and allspice kick in. And then it finishes semi-dry with a slight bitterness, but still it's quite sweet. If you don't have a sweet tooth, you might not be able to drink probably more than one of these. Not that I advise that, 12.2%. But it's not overly sweet. It doesn't have a, dare I say, cloying aspect to the beer. It's definitely a sweeter at 12.2% Imperial Stout, which you kind of expect going into it. I think I'm picking up more brandy than I am the actual barrel. But this is fucking dynamite. And on top of that, I mean, this is getting distro, I think, to everywhere Oskar Blues and Cigar City distributes to. So most people should see this. This is fucking crazy good. This is a crazy good beer. And I can sit here and say whatever I want to say about it and whatever, and nitpick it like you do in a review, whatever. I don't care. At the end of the day, Bamburana from Oskar Blues and Cigar City, 5 out of 5, all day, every day. I can sit here and say, oh, the body should be slightly bigger. I can say, oh, this and that, but at the end of the day, it's a fucking 5 out of 5 beer. This is what I want in Imperial Stout, in a double barrel Imperial Stout. The fact that it hits distro and it's under $5 a can is crazy. If some other, hype brewery put this in a 500 ml bottle or 750 ml bottle, it'd be like $20, $25. This is a great value and an amazing beer. And like I said, if you see this in your area, pick it up. It might not be for everybody, but it sure as hell is for this guy and anybody who probably likes double-barreled Imperial Stouts. Anyway, appreciate you guys stopping by. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of this because I'm not going to slam it back like I was at the review. I want to take my time with it because it's that good of a beer. Anyway, appreciate you guys stopping by. To the next one, cheers.